Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to Vibing with Yessayana. Yessayana's way. Okay? Vibing with me. Listen, how you doing? We're about to talk about it. Some things that is happening real time. And just you see what's going on in Texas where the two legendary artists or singers are beefing where one got jumped and the other one is like going to the news talking about it and everyone's thinking he's snitching. Anyways, listen. So this must be a common thing. And then if it's a common thing, why people are fighting and getting upset and attacking one another. The way this lady started her story off, telling her story because I guess she went viral on TikTok because her friends from elementary school. Did you hear me? Her friends from elementary school jumped her and gave her a black eye. You know that they jumped her and gave her a black eye. The other guy, he said, "Oh boy," was like, "Let me talk to you," and then he got sucker punched, and seven people jumped him. Thank God, one, he's still alive to talk about it. Two, hey, he seemed like not there was no damages. Praise the Lord. Like after taking a good ass whooping, you gonna be sore as shit. You're gonna be sore for hitting back. You're gonna be sore because you using muscles that you ain't never used before. You're gonna be fighting, treating a motherfucker like he a weight. Bitch, boom, throwing him here, there, and everywhere. But anyway, so this lady, right? She was talking about how her friends gave her a black eye right before her birthday under the guise, "I am drunk." But what she said, there's no amount of liquor, the one who got the black eye, she said, there's no amount of liquor or anything that would make me fight my friend. And you know what? I think about that shit. Have I had a fight with a friend since I've been an adult? No. And the only friend that I had back in the days that used to fight me, we was like pre teens, tweens. We were tweens fighting. And I still remember that because my mom had brought me one of these ET dress that I really loved. It was like a short dress. And you could wear leggings. I was wearing leggings back in the days with this dress. I was in a sixth grade before leggings was popular, and my mom brought me this dress and it had ET, and I think my friend was jealous because my mom, she used to have us fly back in the day. So I don't know if my friend was jealous or not, but I just think that, you know what I mean? Because when I think about it, my clothes was new. My clothes was cute. We was going to see these boys and she picked a fight with me and she tore my dress. That's what I remember even to this day. So that was something in my life that I guess it was traumatizing. I forgive her, and we are adults now, but she was my only friend that fought me back in the days. Now that I think about it, and I still love her. You know what I mean? So I don't think she's doing so well right now, but I'm just thinking childhood memories. But anyways, so I'm like, hold on, do you fight your friends? No, the last time I had a fight, I was 40 years old. Here's the wound mark right here. You can't see it because it's kind of gone, but right here, this girl, she was like thinking I wanted her boyfriend. You know what I mean? She lived on the third floor of my building, and she wanted to fight me because she thought I wanted her boyfriend. I didn't want her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was doing me a favor, but I'm a happy, cheery, go lucky person, and some people might get that misconstrued as flirting. But that's something in their head, not mine. If your boyfriend likes me, he likes me. I can't stay. Don't like me. I'm not gonna ever tell anyone don't like me. So Oh well, that's what happened. You hear my phone back there? So I'm gonna see if my man is on, because that's the only time I'm gonna stop this live. If my man is on, who is Dewberry, or that's it. Other than that, I'm gonna do my live, guys. Yes, I'm back in the hotel again. Um, I just gotta wait here and play the game, guys, until shit go right and I get the apartment. You know what I mean? I mean, I do have it, but it's just financial reasons that's holding me up. So, I have to make wise decisions regarding the money that I have. I got to keep staying off these streets because I want to stay out of harm's way. I don't want to fight with anybody. I'm doing this to get my mind right. You understand? This is that flying the nest moment in my life. This is that do or die moment in my life. If I don't get it right now, I will never get it right. I will never gain my independence and freedom. See, independence is not just money, it's thinking only about yourself, having to worry about you and nobody else. No children, no grandchildren, no boyfriends, no job, no school. It's just about you. And sometimes, hi, honey, good morning, Miss Faith. Sometimes you have to shed many things, even the things that you love, in order to get your independence. If you don't do that, you'll always be stopping and growing older because I'm older. And you know what? My daughter called me. She didn't even say, "Mom, how you doing?" She called me with her mess. I had to tell her sister, I am out here. I didn't even talk to my daughter like a mother would talk to their child. I had to tell her sister, I am out here. I don't know what to do. I can't tell you what to do. And that's the first time in my life where I'm like, I can't help nobody else without helping myself. No one's offering me help. I have to spend every penny, and I'm not complaining. I'm thanking God. I got gratitude. But this is the first time I had to really mind my business. And you know what? I didn't mind because I read something. Yes, I read something on my journey that said, in order for you to be free, you got to know which lie is holding you prison. And for me, it's my family. And no matter how much I keep lying to myself and even you guys, but more to myself, like they care, they really don't, because their actions are showing me that they don't. Because as I lay in my bed or the hotel bed, what I think about is I never let no one stay in the streets. But these children, they can throw me to the wolves and don't even mind. But God gonna let them see, because the word that I read last night, and I haven't picked up the Bible in a very long time, but the word that I read last night told me I'm gonna enjoy the fruits of my labor. I'm gonna get sleep. And you know what? That's my heritage. And it should be, because I gave up a lot in my life, whether they respect it or not. I respect it. And that's time I can never ever get back. You understand? Sometimes we have to go through these journeys. I used to always say to my mother, who is suffering with cancer, okay? I said, Mom, some journeys you got to go through by yourself. And this is my journey. I got to go through by myself. I would have never left Massachusetts. I would like when I worked at the registry, this lady was showing me her passports, like, yeah, I traveled everywhere. I said, well, honey, I just traveled down the block. She laughed, but it was the truth. I only traveled down the block. Okay? And to me, that was a lot. Or you're born with a gift. I got some type of gift too. You know that? You know that? It comes to me. That's because God is from the Lord above, because I'm not studying. So I got a natural gift too. I got a couple. One is a healing one, and the other one is when people say things to me. So good. Run with your blessing. You can see. I can't see. You can't see? What do you mean by that? You can't see. I know. What do you mean? You're legally blind? No, I can see. Oh, you can see things. So you see dead people? Oh, or you see like auras. Let me stay with the, because you know I can go all the way over the rainbow, honey, and get the gold and come back and still don't know how I got there. Okay? You can see, yeah, I hear things come to me naturally when I talk to certain people. So I just tell them what I hear and then I forget. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now in this lifetime. It's weird because I do have a place, guys. I signed a lease. I signed a lease. This is what put me in the box. I signed a lease that I am responsible for. That someone told me, just get a lease. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Yes. They told me just get a lease. I was like, all right. So I signed off on it because I'm like, okay. But people look at me and they say, well, that ain't no money. It's no money. But when you experience what I did, you have to prioritize with the money that you have. I'm not no spring chicken that I could be living in those streets at 25 and even at 52. I don't care how I look. You know what I mean? I can't do it. And believe me, I tried. They wasn't trying to help me. They might help some people, but it's like people that look like they beat down. I'm not beat down, and I'm not gonna ever be beat down. I'm still trying to process. So me living on my skin, thinking as I go just allows me to not even dwell about what happened. And then I heard, thank you. I heard this, thank you, Miss Faith. I heard this guy told me he had houses in his name that he had to walk away from because I was holding on to what I did. But sometimes you got to let go of what you do and you got to move forward. And something came to me that says Lot and Abraham, when they first divided, they were split, they were fighting. And and I believe Abraham said, hey, listen, you go over there and I'll go over here, because he saw how big the land was that it could be divided. And they were nephew and uncle. Okay, so I look and I say, all right, Lord, because of what that man said and because what I can reflect back on the words, what Mr. Dewberry said, I said, all right, I'm gonna have to take this loss. So that helped me to understand and accept the loss that I endured. I was like, all right, fuck it. If I built it, I can build it again. But this time I'm just building for me. I went to my storage. I was like, am I just holding on to junk? Paying all of this fucking money for shit I don't even want. Like some stuff I do want to donate, but I really want my pictures. But I'm to a point where maybe those pictures might hurt my feelings because I'm not there with the acceptance of how I was done. I'm just keeping it real. I mean, I smile. I go on because I have to. Because if you ever seen the conditions that the homeless is living in, you don't want to get, yeah. You like, you know what? And then sometimes the same ones you see outside, some of them sleep in the shelter. So you can't even sleep. You can't sleep being homeless. If you sleeping in your car, you gotta always wake up like, huh? Then some fucking asshole coming over there. Do you have, motherfucker? I don't have. You know what I hope men do? Stop. I hope men stop. I hope men honor themselves enough that they do not ask women for anything. That fucking angers me. You know how many men came up to me and asked me for something while I was homeless? I'm like, listen, I don't ask you for shit, nothing. Every time you come around, can I? Can I have? Nigga, I sell water. I don't even want to give you water. You know what I mean? Because some niggas out here be getting high. You know what I mean? Fucking like doing shit like you out of order. If you ain't buying no clothes, if you even have to ask someone, a woman can always ask. A man should never ask. His primary duty is to go out here and be a hunter, to be a provider, even for himself. You up there asking me for 50 cents, bitch, go and pick up a can. Go pick up, go do something, but ask a woman. Have enough respect for yourself that you're willing to go to work. Just not hustle me. You mean hustling for food? Hustling, you ain't even being real. Like, what happened to your fucking money and all the stores are closed? Bitch, because I still got mines. I'm not funny. I'm not. Hey, I still got mines. If I know I got it, I'm out here. I'm going to eat. And believe me, I'm trying to stay away from the bad foods, like the junk foods, just food just to get me by, like the chips, because I'm working on my weight. And I lost 4 pounds, but I didn't do it righteously, like from exercising. I did it from damn near starvation because, you can't eat when you homeless because there's nowhere to go to bathroom at. It's a game out here, and it's a game that they all play. You understand that they don't even want to help. As much as these businesses in your neighborhood get all the money that they do, the least that they do, what they can do is provide a restroom from a person that's in a homeless state. And I understand, you know who fucks it up? And we just gonna keep it real, the junkies. The junkies fucks it up for everyone. Because it doesn't matter whether you do drugs or not. You have to. Yeah. No, even the church don't. The church got the chain link fence going across the stairs. The emergency room has no bathrooms, and it's like, okay, y'all doing all that instead of hiring motherfucking security. You can give a man a job a year and allow these people to go to the bathroom and eat. They don't want to help the people. They want to see how long it's going to take for them to die. That's some fucked up shit, but that's a reality in the homeless world. That's why we look at zombies. We looking at zombies out here because they're like, how long will they die? Let's not give them anything. They don't like. It's true, their immune system is better than yours. And I'm not trying to be funny, but yo, their immune system, even with them on drugs and all of those sores and them going, no mental illness, but the drugs got them acting loopy, is better than yours. You who don't be out there in the elements, who live in the house, who go to work. I went around them motherfuckers. Excuse me, because I was one of them motherfuckers too. Is that what it is? Because God is with them. Yes, because let me tell you, I went around them and got sick. That was my first time ever catching the COVID. Okay. And it's because I was giving them water, but I only had it for 5 days, thank God, and it left. But just the fact that I was in there and around them, I got sick immediately. And the motherfuckers still going on getting high, drinking, smoking crack, shooting dope, and some more shit. But they doing something right. Something right. Okay? Because they ain't getting sick. They ain't do you know what they dying from? They dying from broken hearts and overdoses. If you hear the stories of some of the people that is out there, everyone ain't out there because they're homeless. Everyone is not out there because, some people got injured and addicted. But okay, I'm sorry. They never gave me your pills, whatever you got addicted to. Now they're blaming me because your addiction. They're telling me they can't give me a pill to help my pain because they didn't gave them all to your ass. And you didn't say, whoa, I like these. Let me take some more. Yes. And they're giving, but no, giving them the needles is a good thing because, okay, it's 11,000 people that is homeless, okay, on the record. I still say it's 22,000 if they can count 11 because that's just the unknown. They give them, yeah, it is safe because let me tell you something. After a certain, when those facilities close and they don't have anyone out there in the outreach giving them needles, they share the needles amongst one another. So I could see that. Even the crack. Oh my gosh. Story time. One of my friends that I knew from the neighborhood, I saw this lady kiss him. And when she kissed him, well, first of all, thank you, baby. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for your invite, your offer. Thank you. Let me tell you about the story about another way, and I've never seen this, okay? But listen, this guy, this woman kissed this guy, right? First, she took up, it was some slick shit. She took a hit off of the crack pipe. Then she kissed him, spent around and kissed him. I was like, ooh, because shit was looking all crazy, but I still didn't peep that what she did, this move she did here. So when she turned around and kissed him, she blew the smoke into his mouth. That was a 2 for 1. A 2 for 1. See, let me tell you, they be talking about us black women, these brothers. But them white women be doing our brothers that's out there wrong. They keep them on the motherfucking drugs. They got them doing strange for the change for real, for real. Cause I never witnessed no shit like that. A motherfucker gonna take, goddamn, hit the crack pipe, okay? Hit the crack pipe and give a motherfucker a hit from her mouth to his mouth. And he gladly received it and accepted. And that's when I knew, oh my gosh, you're a real crackhead. Not that I don't have any in my family, but I ain't never seen them do no shit like that. And in the family, they be like, oh no, he ain't getting high. That motherfucker's this big, my wrist size. Down to the motherfucking yes, down to the skin real tight on the bone and shit. He ain't getting high. How the fuck he is not getting high? Come on, man. He need to be going to that goddamn, what's that, NA meeting and shit? Stop playing out here. It's so sad because they lie. Even when they look good, they lie so much about what they're not doing that the only way you find out they are doing something now is fentanyl. Fentanyl is exposing these motherfuckers, young and old. Young and old. Fentanyl is bringing the truth out about these motherfuckers, letting us all know who is the real drug addicts out here, even if it's sometimes. She didn't tell me she got high sometimes, and I know what it's like when you tell your people you get high. They start calling you all these names and shit. Cause motherfucker, you know better than fucking with that shit. You haven't seen what it do to people. Why you doing it? Because we had the same argument. I didn't run to no motherfucking pipe, bitch. Come on, come on, come on. Like I said, you don't know what you're dealing with today out here. Mental illness, drugs. Like, what is it? It's just not the person you think is in front of you. You understand? So, anyways, we're about to listen to this lady because she said when she told people about how her friend jumped her or them and gave her a black eye right before her birthday. She said they said that she was low key hating. I know that's right. Don't, honey. I'm telling you what's going to happen though with that situation and them dying and overdosing on the streets. This is the way they're gonna usher in the opiate clinics, not the methadone. Remember, methadone was the synthetic drugs. We talking about all of them real drugs that they take off the streets. Where do they dispose of them? Because their people only can do so much of them. And I mean, their people being the police, they take them drugs from whatever and give them to their people. They don't just disappear. They rob motherfuckers. My friend told me she was dating a motherfucking deputy chief or whatever the fuck he was in their community, but something in law enforcement. And this asshole, right? He gonna go and blow $4,000 fronting, capping like he the man, and then gonna say, "Oh, and let me. I'm gonna have to. Wait a minute, honey. We're gonna do this. Hold on. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Miss Faith. She said this. She said that we will do an interview with, she said she's going to do an interview with me about how the hospital in Louisiana killed her mother. And I think they're killing people too, because you know what? Let me tell you, first of all, back to the first story I was saying. That lady that got jumped, she said her friend was low key hating on her. She said that people told her that she was envy and jealous of her, and I believe that because you're not supposed to fight your friend. You're supposed to be jumping bitches. You by my side, you ain't supposed to be letting me get jumped, and you ain't supposed to be, fighting me. Period, bitch. Cause it's all off. I could do whatever I want to you once you fight me. Shit, I'll run your ass over. I will pounce you in the head. I will stone you. I'm telling you. That's one of those multiple personalities. Don't bring it out of me. I'm not fucking with you. You think you're gonna be running around here putting your hands on me, nigga? I'm 52, bitch. I ain't got that energy. I'm gonna go mental on your ass real quick. Don't play, okay? That means hands off, no touching, no hitting. Keep your paws to yourself, okay? But listen, let me tell you about that medicine. I think it's the medicine killing people too. Because let me tell you, Miss Wade, my mom, right? They gave my mom a treatment for the cancer, and she had a bad allergic reaction, and she couldn't eat and hold down the medicine. This is the first time my mom, what we almost lost her. We didn't think. I didn't think so. Like she didn't come out the hospital this time. Normally, my mom go get treatment and then come home, but this particular time they gave her like they had a medication. She had an allergic from a treatment medication she was receiving. But you know what? Them bitches tried to treat my mama like she had goddamn COVID. And I was like, Mommy, you know what? I heard this story before. I heard the story on the internet. Thank God I'm a YouTuber. And the way that they was treating this brother when he had COVID, and I shared it on my page before, they was treating my mama like that. My mom said they stopped washing and taking care of her. They wasn't going in the room changing her. Okay, my mom had good insurance. My mom is a retiree. My mom worked all her life. Okay, so they was saying like my mom was telling me that you know they was ignoring her when she would call the button. They would answer the other side when she would pull the button. My mom said that they was just neglecting her and treating her like she had COVID and gave up on her. And come to find out, my mom didn't. She did 2 tests and it came back that she didn't have it. So they was trying to kill my mom slowly but surely. And they put her in a room with a woman with COVID because if you on the floor, you supposedly have COVID and you don't, and then the person in the bed next to you, if you on a COVID floor, who got the fucking COVID around here? Me or her? And if you saying it's not me, then it must be her. So either way, you're putting me at risk with someone that got COVID. These motherfuckers kill me. It is real out here. The assault on black people from every angle is real out here. It's a whole plethora of people that is conspiring to harm the black man. And I don't care how you look at it. Shit, the proof is in the pudding. Some is just straight out annihilating us and killing us. You understand? And then still blaming us. How you shoot a man and say you're resisting arrest? Motherfucker, you just shot me. All my faculties are down, bitch. As if you don't know. And the nigga the police, I'm calling him the nigga, right? But he just opened the door and pow, shot the dude, man. I'm not even afraid to die today. It's like, it's just, you just can't be afraid today because you don't even know. You could be doing the right thing. You could have a minor thing and your life is ended. But yes, do that interview with me, honey, because we need to talk about this. We need to talk about the medication they're prescribing to us. Do you know one of my medications they was trying to give me and it fucked up my motor skills, had me reacting slowly? It's the brother to the Prozac shit for supposedly depression and all of that shit. And let me tell you something right now. They told me it's 15 cents for 30 pills. So I said, well, shit, let me get the motherfucking real deal because I got this insurance shit, so I want the real deal. This medicine is supposed to be $500. It was $80. It cost me $50 for the Prozac. So you tell me 15 cents for 30 pills? 30 that they give you for depression, and you wonder why you're a fucking zombie and loopy out this bitch. Let me tell you, I seen some ugly shit. I seen people come to the registry and get a motherfucking have a person to represent them, right? Fill out their document. They're like, the real serious handicap that is unable to really hear. The most they can do is lift their head and take a picture. I bear witness that I seen that some of them, someone mark on their application, I guess it's the person that represent them, that they're a Democrat. How the fuck they know who they voting for? Huh? Who filled this shit out? Then that's how you steal votes too. You put in a motherfucking office, you foreign. You got a lot of foreigners come over here and they just vote Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. They haven't endured the atrocities and struggles to know what party to vote for. Stay the fuck out the election and the race because you're fucking shit up with your popularity vote. Hmm. I'm sorry, but it is the truth. Especially the ones that are not educated enough, but just want to be proud to be an American citizen and be a part of some shit. You understand? You don't got to vote, all right? Because you got so many people coming into your communities from different races and shit. Once you put that man in office, he represent all of y'all in that area. You better know who the fuck it is. You got 15 niggas on a fence running for some type of office that no one knows about. Just vote for me. Vote for me. I'll get the job done. I'm better than him. Vote for me. Don't vote for none of them motherfuckers, man. Once their people become naturalized and American citizens, they vote Demi and don't even know why. That's who's fucking up the election. Okay? If they say that it's the electoral vote, I don't know what the fuck. It's political business. Has nothing to do with me. That's what I do know. Yes. But hold on, let's listen to this lady, okay? Who her friends jumped her. That's how you know my ass is old when I tell you I can't be in these streets. You see how long it took me to get up off the fucking floor, one knee down? Come on, man. Let me see. People be like, "Oh, you balling?" No, nigga, I'm paying these bills around here. I'm balling, okay? Hold on, let me just see something right quick. Phone's at 100. Thank you. Voicemail. So this lady. Her name is All Donuts, okay? And this is the lady who got the black eye because her friends jumped her. So this is just a portion where I'm picking up at, but you can always go to her page. All Donuts Live. Exactly. So after I drop the sister off, I go back to where Jill and Mary is walking. She walks past the group of guys. The guy was like, "Oh, are you okay?" And Jill's gonna say, "Tell these stupid bitches to stop following." I wanna turn my thing off, okay? She said, "Oh, y'all think I'm drunk right now." Listen, y'all think I'm drunk. That. So it's like, okay, what do you mean? Whatever. So now we're bad eyesight. Get a magnifying glass. Oh shit, y'all! This is hard not to say a motherfucker's name. So now we're like, Jill, like honestly, hop back in the car, get in the car. We want to make sure you get home. Just get in the car. She's like, no, like stop fucking following me. So now it's quiet. It's literally Mary's following on foot, quiet. I'm following in the car. I have my hazard lights on, just following quiet. Like we just following Shorty to make sure that Shorty gets home safe. See, your heart sometimes will get you Jill fucked up. A plethora. Is plethora the right word? Plethora. Y'all know I'm educated. Yes. Okay. Well, I ain't educated. I say a lot of shit wrong. Maybe not, but I know what it means. Mind you, my window is
rolled down while I'm in the driver's side. My windows rolled down, just watching her, making sure I'm farthest away from her. Mary is closest to Jill. I'm farthest from Jill. But why does Jill pick up a bunch of rocks in her hands and she chucks them at my car? Mind you, it didn't hit the back of my car. It didn't hit the door of my car. It hit the corridor, that part of my car. And it was like, girl, a little higher up, you could have hit my face. Imagine, and mind you, she didn't just throw it.
And she wouldn't have even cared.
Softball, like,
girl, she was jealous, old girl, they say.
Your arm by the bang alone, y'all. You just knew that she just fucked up my car. So now at this point, when she does that and it hits my car, I knew it left a mark. I put my car in park. I said, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm yelling. Like, when I say, why the fuck would you do that? I put my car in park. She's like, oh, what? She starts walking up towards me, like rushing towards me. So I put my car in park. I get out of my car. I'm like, you need to calm down.
Wait a minute. At that point, when she started walking up to you, because remember, she didn't let her ride go because she's already pissy drunk. You ever have the pissy drunk friend that fucking act like Hercules once that liquor get in her ass? She either beating up some shit or getting beat up. But you involved. Okay? She don't know her limit. She wake up the next day like, oh, girl, sore than a motherfucker. Like, you know something other than you drinking happened last night. Let's not play. Get you in some shit. And you might have the job. Remember, the old girl had the car. Old girl's boyfriend was picking her up and dropping her off. He like, you know what, go ahead. He didn't even want no drunken pussy. That's funny. He was calling up the next chick. He waiting on the call, but believe me, he gonna be there to pick you up. But he going to see old girl who ain't a pissy drunk. Okay, want to fight your friends and shit, and then blame the liquor, huh? Stay away from them types. Stay away from them types. All right. So we gonna continue to listen.
I'm basically at this point, I'm just yelling at the fact that you need to calm down. Like you need to get in the car. We need to take you home. Like I'm literally saying,
make sure they're your real friends.
Down. A lot of y'all was in the TikTok comments like, oh, you just let her hit you. Did y'all fight? No, me and Shorty girl did not fight, and I didn't let her hit me. Y'all listen to this. When I tell her to calm down, like, you need to calm the fuck down, we're this close to each other. Like, I'm like, you need to calm down. Like, we're close to each other. Why Shorty girl? Punching me, and she punched me twice. She didn't punch me once, she punched me twice. Like, a quick, like, boom, boom.
She said, black to the little black, pow, pow. Black to the little black, pow, pow. How you let her punch you twice, girl? You can tell she's not a fighter, because a fighter, when you approach them, they ready. 10 toes, like what? They're already in that stance because they know what it is. And they know that they have to fight. Not that they want to fight, but they have to fight. So she knew once her friend walked up on her, like she was threatening to hit her, she should have been ready to hit back, period. Fuck all of that shit. You can only be rational and reasonable when there is no violence. If you ain't going to do nothing, if she's not going to do nothing, then you know y'all both walk away. But when you don't even have time to communicate and you see, oh, this bitch is about to do this. Hi, honey. It's 10 a.m. and you want to talk about this high school drama. This kid. No, baby girl. What I'm talking about, Angel in Heaven. It's not high school. You know what? You're right. It is high school drama. 10 in the morning. First of all, I've been up since 4 in the morning, boo-boo. So I think you late. Okay? Secondly, let me take this call because I'm going to communicate what I'm saying to you at 10 a.m. in the morning. You stay tuned. Hold on. Good morning. How can I help you? Oh, I am okay. I'm not supposed to make an appointment with you. Okay, yes, that is wonderful. Let me just write that down. Okay. 10 a.m. I don't think I have a pen up here. Can you send that to me in an email, please? Okay, yes. Thank you. Yes, you too. Okay, so now I'm back. Okay, so I'm going to pick up from what you said. It's 10 a.m. and you want to talk about this high school drama, this kiddie stuff. Yes, angels don't sleep. Apparently, okay, well, they don't sleep. You're not an angel, so you're men. You do sleep. One, check. Okay, two. It's this type of high school drama and kiddie stuff that gets you killed because you don't know how to be mature enough to talk about whatever's ailing you. Okay, so I'm talking about it because this shit happens real time. People pretending to be your friend, inviting you to events, and then fighting you. I haven't had a fight with a friend since I was 13. 13. And believe me, we ain't friends like that, okay? We ain't friends like that. But me being an adult woman, I ain't had no fight with no friends, honey. So the same thing happened to this lady, happened to a rapper in Texas. A motherfucker invited them to come and talk. Old girl invited her out, and they both went viral for getting beat up. So how can we stop people from going viral for getting beat up at 10 a.m. in the morning? That's what. Woman, you're a woman. I'm not a man, you're a woman. Well, you're a woman. Okay, so the same thing you're asking me, what does that have to do with you? Don't worry about them. The Most High gonna deal with them, and He gonna deal with you too, and He is gonna deal with me also. And I am not worrying about them. I'm not worrying about anybody. I'm worried about me. But what they do, yes, we all need to discuss it so we could come to a conclusion how we can start killing one another out this bitch. She was fortunate. Her friends was fortunate because a real motherfucker, when you come to them with that bullshit and wanting to fight them, like you see how we discussing this right now, I can respect your opinion. It's just words. But when your words become threatening or you become a threat to me, like up in my face and doing all of this and wanting to be like, that's threatening, boo boo. No, there's no talking at that point. And that's why I'm trying to let everyone know, grow up, be mature enough to walk away. Because if you don't, you can't encounter somebody that ain't going to play that game with you. See, that's a game, high school and drama. That's a game. So I'm just letting people know how this shit happens. Regular people, not just celebrities. So you can listen or you can go on to the next page. But I'm not here to chop it up with you about what I discuss on my channel. Because you can go somewhere. I don't even know you. My question, why are you worrying about it though? But why are you worrying about me talking about it though? I can ask you the same question you asking me. You're supposed to be the well-educated, the bigger person. Why are you worried about it? Why are you worried about what I'm talking about on my page? So let's listen again. Let the Most High deal with it. So you know what the Most High is telling you right now, sweetie pie? Let me deal with it. Why you trying to deal with it? The same thing you asking me. That's what's wrong with you fucking hypocrites out here. You be the first one to throw fucking rock, and then when someone throw it at your ass, you get upset. You trying to tell me let the Most High deal with it. Well, why don't you let the Most High deal with it? You so mature. You let the Most High deal with it. In fact, you should just be listening. Okay? Yes, he is coming sooner than you know. And make sure your ass is not the first to be judged when he comes, okay? Nobody ain't talking about God on here. God starts when you wake up. God's in your heart. Anything else after that is on me, boo boo. Okay, so we're gonna continue to listen to Oh Girl. Okay, so y'all will know what not to do. Grow up. I am out of work because of immature high school adults that called me a bitch my second month of working on the job. But when you say something to these bitches, they run you in the office. So what we talking about? And then when I bring the note to a motherfucking trainer, you know, she said, what are we in high school? When I bring it to the regional officer who know these bitches is like this caddy, oh, don't say nothing else and takes the note. Come on. But you want respect from me when you introduce me to disrespect. High school. See, a mature motherfucker come to you and find out what's up because they don't want no problems. You feel me? Because when you had problems in the past, you don't want no problems in the future. See, it's motherfuckers like you who talk about, oh God, and get knocked upside the fucking head because you want to bring some shit to me about why I'm worried about it. Why you worried about what I'm worried about? That's how that question sounds, boo boo. You don't know? Girl, let me just play this video. Trying to judge a nigga early in the morning. It's one thing to judge a situation. It's another thing to judge a person, boo boo. Stop judging people. Make sure you're not the first one to throw the brick, the stone, or anything else. Being the pot, calling the kettle black. Have you heard of that? Why? 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 Girl, bye. You better ask someone, honey. I spare none. I swear none, and I don't have to swear. See, swearing, that's satire to me. But I love to keep it real because I love understandings. You understand? I don't like problems. So when it comes to problem, I get real serious 100. Because the first thing I want to say is I try to resolve it. But if you don't want to resolve it, then I have to say you didn't want to resolve it. Okay, honey? Early in the morning. I'm trying to tell y'all what's up. I'm not, because I'm black. I'm not the nigga you think I am. Believe me. So now we're going to continue listening to this girl, this high school drama stuff that get motherfuckers beat up every day in real time.
Do even fight back? I didn't think that Shorty Girl was even gonna like just put your hands on me. Like, there's no amount of liquor that would make me, like, on some real G shit, there's no amount of liquor that would make me put my hand on my friend.
You heard that? No amount of liquor
that would make me put my hand on my friend.
So stop acting like you drunk and want to fight bitches.
And I got sunglasses at the top of my head. I did not think that Shorty Girl was gonna sucker punch me. Mind y'all, this is a friend who she screams out, I'm a real bitch. All your other friends is fake. All your other friends is fake. I'm your real friend. I'm your real friend. This is a friend of mine who screams out so much of how much of a real bitch she is.
Be the main fake ones.
Bitch, why you not an honest bitch? Why you lying? If you such a real bitch, why you couldn't say, oh, what's up? Like, let's square up. There was no fight in words, y'all. I feel like if there was fight in words, I would have got the switch. Like, oh, she thinks she about to what? You want to fight? Let's fight. You sucker punched me.
Right, you would be prepared.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not stupid. I'm from New York. I'm from New York. Like, nobody's dumb. Like, everybody I told the story to.
I don't care where you from. If a motherfucker hits you, rule number one is you hit back. Even the Lord thy God who will judge you told you there is a time for war and a time for peace. And if someone hits you, I say you hit them back in real time. Let your motherfucking reflex. Period. Instead of hiding behind, oh, I'm drunk. Oh, let me talk to you. Oh, let me. Because you ain't going to run me down there. I always told my kids one thing. Do not ever go down the street with a liar because he'll blow your brains out. You going to fight his beef. How come you the fucking one alive? And I mean, you're dead and he's alive, and it was his goddamn beef. That's why I'm worried about it at 10 o'clock in the morning. And yes, Jesus is coming, but Jesus is going, no, when he do come to judge everyone, Yessayana, Renee, Hartfield told the truth. Even the word of God say there's a time for it. And if you ain't listening to me, then listen to the word. And if you ain't listening to the word, then you listening to somebody. I gotta check to see if Mr. Dewberry's on.
It sounds like
after
you had
this.
built up animosity towards me. You're weird as fuck.
That's what happens. It is built up animosity.
And you punched me. If two people are yelling in each other's faces, but we love each other, like I want some real friend to friend shit, you're not gonna swing on your friend. You have enough common sense to not swing on your friend. I'm gonna get to her response as to why she swung on me. Going forward, I stood there like, did she just punch my eye? What do I look like giving a bitch a clear shot at the moneymaker?
Why? The money. Do you hear that, Miss Angela? Angel in heaven.
When Jill punched me off, the first thing I did was like I bent over and I just stood there covering my eye. I was so surprised that Shorty put her hands on me, and I didn't even think to fight her. I didn't think to. When she walked away, I could have grabbed her hair. So boom. As soon as she punched me, Mary saw the action. Mary goes like this in between us. Mary gets emotional too. When everybody was crying, I wasn't crying. I'm thinking it's funny. Yeah, at this point I got emotional because I was like, yo, like me and Jill was like, that was my bitch. Like you could not, people could try to talk about Jill in front of me and I'll be like, oh, what happened? Like, that's my man's. You can't really talk about it. Like, that's my man's. What are you trying to say? Anybody who puts their hands on their friends, is weird. I don't care. There's no amount of that will make me hit you. No. At that point, y'all, I got my ass in my car and I did. So after I leave, I get emotional.
Well, you see, she's not a fighter, despite what she says, because you've seen videos of women really fighting on YouTube. Fighters hit and hit back. All right. Now, she said after she got hit, she got in her car and left. Unfortunately, her friend will hit her again because she allowed her to get away with that shit the first time. You supposed to turn up on that bitch and deal with the bullshit later. As they say, what they say, get carried. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. You can always tell people who are not fighters because they don't fight back. They do this, or they leave. And you're supposed to if you don't fight. But don't get up here talking about what you would have did. You had the chance to do it, boo. That's what you would have done, what you did. But listen, I'm not saying that it's good to fight because you shouldn't strike an individual. You shouldn't. Anything can go wrong. That person could be sick too. The best thing is to, as the word of God says, what he says, resist. What he's saying, he says, I will come back to it, but I think it's forsake anger. Cease wrath and forsake anger. Think about it. And I think that time comes into when you're talking and communicating, not after the fact. You feel me? That's why if a man disrespects you and you don't kill him right there, and you go back to kill him, they say you thought about it, you walked away. It's not premeditated. You can't let a motherfucker go upside your head and then be like, oh, I'll be back. That's not how it goes. You do what you got to do right there. You don't go back. You understand? You don't have to sneak a nigga. See, you the one who got something in your heart when you go back and try to take a man's life. If you don't take a man's life after he do something to you right there and it's just a fight, praise the Lord. That's what it is, just a fight. But if you plot to come back to take a man's life after he do something to you, you have to deal with it. Everybody know it was you. Who was they fighting with last? You. You understand? But I commend this woman. She said I got in my car and left. But believe me, before that fight popped off, it was other signs. And those are the signs you don't ignore. Okay? So I got up this morning to discuss real time the do's and don'ts of drinking alcohol and pretending, you know, going out with people who were under the influence. If those people were not like your family, don't fuck with them. You understand? If they're not, but she knew these people since elementary school. But believe me, some people they change over the years. You have to recognize what y'all common interests. Not that you better than them, but it has to be an off balance to the relationship while y'all are friends. All right, because if when people okay, so people who get high don't hang out with people that get high. You know why? Because the people who get high, they're still use they're good. They're still good. They can still do some things, certain people. So people go and hire them for cheap labor until they get to know them and then they up the ante. They should. You understand? It has to be an off balance and offset that balance the two. If there is no offset that balance your relationship, even if it's a friendship, don't be around that individual. As Little Bootsy said, you got the right guy, but the wrong nigga. Right guy, but wrong nigga. Do you understand that? Sometimes that shit don't fly, those excuses, I mean, even when you're drunk. Because some people feel like a drunk man speaks a sober mind. He might only have the courage to say what he got to say. I had a man one time. I was nice to him. That nigga started drinking, and that liquor had him telling what was in his eye. It wasn't that liquor, it was God. That man told me he was going to whoop my ass. And I was a small chick. I was nice. He let me use this car. I filled it up and returned it. You know what I mean? No shady business, but he was mad because I wasn't liking him like that. I didn't like him like that. I liked his kindness, but I didn't like him. But I did like his kindness. And he told me he was gonna whoop my ass. But right now is not the time or the place. That nigga took some of that motherfucking what's that shit? Grandma, not grandma, yeah, that Tangeray. That Tangeray had that nigga talking about doing harm to me. I listened too. See, because we both was drinking. But you see, when he started threatening me, I stopped drinking. I started listening. And so I was like, oh, are you finished? I listened to that nigga. I never talked to him a day in my life again. And he know he was in violation because I gave him a resume. He took my number off that resume and he tried to call me. I told him, don't ever call me. Okay, never. I didn't give him my number and I didn't give him permission. But the fact that he threatens me and I didn't do anything to them, see, I have a big personality, and what comes along with a big personality is courageous. I'm not a cowardly woman. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say some real shit to you. You ain't gonna like it. And sometimes the real shit is no. I don't like you like that. So if you wanna sleep with me and you doing anything to sleep with me, I don't like you like that. I'm gonna tell you before I get to your bedroom, your house, or anything. You understand? Because I don't want to be raped. And I just want that understanding like, you cool, but it's not like that with us. And that's when you learn the truth right there, when you reject the individual. You understand? Don't let nothing Triumph truth. No liquor, no anything. No friendship from elementary, no shit from years ago. Triumph your logic. Someone hit you, you hit back until you're tired of hitting. As my girl said, hit harder, Luca. Not just hit, but hit harder. Make them never want to hit you again. That's what it's called, strike out. Y'all have a good day.